Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles. Not really an episode though, so welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Again, today we're looking at another battle from my stream the other day, or one of my streams the other day. So I now have no idea how this battle ends up. We could lose, we could win, who knows? So yeah, it's me and Emily versus Ben and Luca. So let's get going. So yeah, this is a good match from what I can remember. We'll have to see. Really, I'm not sure how it ends up. We should just have to go as we go. So, it's only 8 turns, so a very short battle here. Luca and Ben issue a challenge. Let's go! So, I was using my Greninja, my Excadrill, and my Charizard. And Emily's has her Garchomp, I can't remember the rest. I should have looked when the team menu was on, but yeah. So, we start off with Greninja and Garchomp, and they start off with Genesect and Sableye. Genesect gets download, so special attack rises, which is a bit of a threat. So, I go straight for the Scald on that Genesect, I do believe. Wanted to get out of the way because, you know, it's a Genesect. I get about half damage, which is good. Chomper misses the Stone Edge. I guess it was going against Genesect, but I wasn't sure. I didn't actually spy Genesect's shock thing, the yellow cartridge in the back, so I should have really switched out to start off with, but I didn't, so I forgot about that. Then Yamamari goes to the knockoff on the Chomper and knocks off the Life Orb for Chomper, so it's obviously getting less damage here. I send out my Delta to finish off the Genesect because I don't want that Genesect on the field anymore. I'm fed up with it. I should have really spied the yellow, what would you call it, cartridge before the match, but I didn't, so, or when the match started rather. So the Drought goes up. And I think, do I go straight? I don't know if I'm faster or not. No. Apparently Sableye's faster, so it goes to the Will-O-Wisp on Garchomp, which pretty much disables it, unless it's a special Garchomp, which is unlikely. Garchomp then goes for the Earthquake, which is awesome, because then it's not going to affect me. And it hits Genesect and Sableye, not too hard, because the Will-O-Wisp, but yeah. Then I go for the Fire Blast, and finish off the Genesect rather. So that Genesect thing is just gone, it's dead, so at least we got that thing out of the way, so we don't have to worry about 2 more, especially with the Shock Charge, or the Techno Blast, sorry, against my Charizard, because obviously that thing would have not worked well for me. So then Chomp's hurt by the burn, and then Ben sends out his Typhlosion, which is obviously another Pokemon Bank Pokemon that I don't have yet. Yamamari then uses Confuse Ray on me to sort of disable me from using any other moves, I guess. That's the point of confusion. Chomp then goes for another Earthquake, which again, it's not going to affect me, so it's going to hit Typhlosion pretty hard. But then again, we are here. Well, Garchomp is Will-O-Wisp, which is bad. I'm confused, but I'm still managed to use the Fire Blast, and I go for the Sableye, I do believe, because, you know, it's not going to affect not affect the Typhlosion very much. Sableye gets out of the way now, so we are, what, 2-1? We've lost 1 Pokemon, they've lost 2. Rock Slide goes up, and my Charizard gets wiped out, or almost, actually. We actually do resist it. Don't quite know why. Obviously, the Typhlosion is not trained in physical attack, because Typhlosion is really special, isn't it? Then get Goodra coming out on the other side of the field, which is interesting. I pull back my Charizard, knowing that another Rock Slide will kill me, and send out my Excadrill, which obviously will resist the Rock Slide. Unfortunately, I think the Goodra gets in there with something. I can't remember what's happening. Earthquake, obviously. At first I was like, oh no, my Excadrill is just going to die from the Earthquake, but then I remembered, okay, we have Air Balloon, which is awesome, which means we're not going to die, which is like, phew, everything is okay. So that was a really shocking moment there, but unfortunately the Goodra has Ice Beam and uses it on the Garchomp, and that wipes the Garchomp out, so we are now 2 Pokemon down, and they are 3 Pokemon down. So then my teammate sends out their Scizor, and the opponent sends out the Milotic, which is not good news for my Excadrill or my Charizard, so I'm really stuck to what to do, because both my Pokemon are weak to this Milotic, and I know the Milotic is going to come straight for me most probably. So I'm just stuck at what to do. You know, I think, okay, hopefully I'm faster and can get something in there first. Militech, unfortunately, is faster and goes for the Scald on the Excadrill and doesn't do a huge amount of damage, actually, surprisingly. Unfortunately, my Air Balloon then pops, and I go for the Rock Slide, not wanting to use Earthquake on the Scizor, because, you know, that thing wouldn't take an Earthquake very well. Then the opponent goes for a Fire Blast on the Scizor, and unfortunately wipes that thing out anyway, so I could have probably gone for the Earthquake anyway, but yeah, it's okay. Then my teammate sends out the Azumarill, which is going to, you know, go to town, I guess, I'm not sure. I go for another Rock Slide, being faster than the Milotic this time for some reason, don't quite know why, and wipe out the Goodra with a critical hit, and the Milotic just, you know, takes it like a beast again. And then the Azumarill goes for the Play Rough, probably on the Goodra to start off with, but then goes to the Milotic and wipes the Milotic out. So they are then left with, I just think, 1 Pokemon left, actually, which is actually pretty decent for us, which is a Volcarona. Olgamoth, and Olgamoth then uses Heat Wave, which wipes out my Excadrill, I would assume. No, we actually take it pretty well. I guess it's a good thing being a bulky extra drill sometimes. Unfortunately, Asmodee then gets burned. However, I then go for the rock slide, and I'm pretty confident that wipes that and 1. 4 times effectiveness. Indeed it does. So a fairly short match this time, but it was a good double battle nonetheless. Some good sort of matchups there. Should have really gone for a Pokemon other than Extra Charizard. Should have had someone else in there that wasn't weak to water, so I could have switched to it when Milotic came out. But it was a good game nonetheless. Good game, Emilie, Ben, and Luca. Yeah. So guys, thanks for watching another Pokemon X and Y Wife battle from me. I hope you enjoyed it. I shall see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.